Welcome back to Thinksipwrite. This is the season finale, season 3 finale. And, you know, it's just been crazy holiday stuff, so we figured we'd get one more in before the new year, before we kick off.
I'm surprised we even got to be able to do this.
I know.
It's been so crazy.
Well, I was sick, then you were sick, and you know,
then the kids were sick, and then we had the holidays and everything, so.
But we are holding a little contest for season 4. We are going to, anybody that wants to make a new logo for us, we will put it up, we'll put up the winner as our title card throughout every episode throughout season 4, and of course give you credit and tag you.
See how creative they could get.
Yeah, I want to see some stuff.
I think that would be a lot of fun.
This brings me back because I used to work with artists for the graphic novels, so I kind of like seeing some of this stuff come in.
Okay, so that'll be fun. Now, are they supposed to email you? Direct message you?
Email us, direct message on Twitter or Facebook or whatever, and you know, you can get.
I'm sure you're gonna put all the little things around so people can find.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's always down in the description.
Right.
So things that we covered in season 3, just a quick recap, and then we'll get into some things that happened in 2018. We started off with the premiere, which was episode 45. Okay. Then we did an episode about the Super Bowl because, you know, we had to.
Right.
Because we're from Philadelphia.
Right.
So we won't go into that anymore.
Right.
We did an episode, 19 Crimes Wine, worked with us. We did an episode about the history of the 19 crimes. Then we talked about things that we learned in school that we didn't remember learning in school and how they apply to real life and things that we use from school that you never thought you'd use.
Right.
Talked about bad habits and how they start.
Etiquette and stuff like that. Was it just bad habits or etiquette?
That was a different episode. Okay. It was how we started. We were away on vacation when we did this.
Okay.
It was how habits start at an early age.
Yep.
And I think it started because we did that episode because we saw some kid with a thing at the table.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Then we talked about our ways to relax, different things that we did. We had some pretty cool feedback on that. Then we talked about the boom mystery, the big boom that has been heard all around the world.
Oh, yeah, because we heard it in our neighborhood, and that was, like, crazy.
Yeah. That's still happening, whatever it is.
Right.
Harper. Talked about different things you did for summer vacation, and we got some of the audience involved in that one with just places you like to go, things you like to do.
Right.
Then we had our very risque one about the sex facts. Yeah. And that got that ended up being a 2-part episode because it was such a long episode.
Yeah.
But
it was funny though.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Then we did an episode on friendship, and we had some friends join us.
We did.
Bill Vesper from Vesper Brothers Sauce and his wife Alexis joined us.
Right. That was a fun late night.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a very late night.
Yeah.
And a lot of editing in that episode. Guilty Pleasures was our next episode. We just talked about things that we
like to do.
Don't
things that
just
you don't talk about.
Yeah.
Right.
You were gone for an episode, so our son Tony sat in with me, and we did an episode talking about Marvel and DC comics and kind of, balancing the scale there.
Right. Then
we talked about animals.
Because we always think that, like, when we look at our cats, they seem like they have their own little personalities. And I think dogs do too. I grew up with dogs. They all have their own little, they're not all the same. Yeah. You know? Yeah. After that we did a back to school one. And then we had more guest stars. We had Kathy and Dan from Code 3 Records, who are good friends of ours. They joined us, and we talked about the recording music industry and everything. Which one was the one that we talked about with why we have certain things? Like why we have 2 nostrils? Do you remember that? That was in season 2. Oh. Yes. Okay. Yeah. That one was a lot of fun. Time travel. That one was a lot of fun. All our episodes are fun. I know, but that one was fun. Then we did the famous Lost episode. Oh, right. That disappeared. We talked about October, the month of October, and all the neat things that happened in October, and then it vanished. No one's ever seen the episode.
we only saw it on playback once. And
Right.
Something happened.
Yeah.
Digital glitch.
Okay.
Then we talked about things we lose, like socks, our minds.
Oh, we're
you know.
still going.
And then there were two more episodes, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, and that kind of, because we lost that episode, we talked about things that we lose throughout life.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course we did a whole episode dedicated to Stanley.
Yeah.
You know, so that was it for our 2018.
That's not
Thinks It
bad.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
not, I mean, with all the stuff that's been going on, we were able to fit all those in.
Yeah, it's
You
at
know?
least once a month.
If that.
No, it wasn't more than that, but all right. So let's talk about some of the stuff that happened in 2018.
Right.
Just like things. So what do you want to start out?
I
with
think we
something?
should start out with movies. I
Movies?
feel like movies are like all over the place, and we're about movies. Like when we first started dating, that was our thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had so many DVDs and stuff like that. So let's
You know,
start with movies.
I feel like I didn't see a lot of movies this year. We were just so busy. I didn't really sit down. I mean, I saw the ones that
well,
I
half
really
of them
wanted to
are, you know, because we have kids, so half of them are, you know,
see. I don't know.
action like Marvel or whatever.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
there were a couple that I really wanted to see that I didn't get to see. But pick three that you think that.
So this is what's really hard is that I think Avengers was great. It's
Mm-hmm.
one of my top three. Black Panther. I
Mm-hmm.
love that movie. I love the whole backstory and everything about it. Creed 2, obviously.
Why? Obviously.
Well, we'll talk about that in a
Okay.
moment. I love that movie. I thought it was great. Not just because of some of the things that I know about it. But I also want to put on my list for next year, it's probably not going to be in the movies, but A Star is Born. I heard so many good things about that that I'm really sitting on the edge to go and see it.
Now, I remember a long time ago I saw the original.
Right.
With Chris Christopherson.
And Barbara Streisand.
Yeah. But it's been so long since I've seen that, you know, and I heard they did update it a little bit, but they did a good job.
Yeah. And the other one that you told me about is when you went to Arizona was Game Night, and we ended up watching that.
Game Night
So-
was a surprise. I didn't
Yeah.
think anything of it.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was really good.
So those are mine.
So Game Night was one of mine. Avengers was one of mine. And Ready Player One was one of mine.
I didn't get to watch it. You watched that.
I-
A lot of people rave about that.
I had no expectations going into that. I had never read the book, and it was a fun movie, you
Yeah.
know, and I think it was geared for, you know, at least my generation.
Yeah, no, a lot of people are raving about that movie. Actually, one of the guys that does segments for Fox 29, that is his number one pick out of top 10.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
out of all the
I
movies.
don't know if I put it at number one,
He
but it was
loved
a lot of fun.
He watched
was
it
a lot
so
of fun.
many times, he said.
Cool.
All right, so you go to the next one.
We'll do music.
Okay.
Music. Okay, so again, I don't listen to a whole lot of things that aren't in. I mean, we've got a catalog of music, you know. So when I'm listening to terrestrial radio, it's not often. I'm usually writing in the car, you know, vocally,
Talking to yourself.
talking to myself, recording in my phone, you know, writing dialogue for the books. So I don't get to listen to a whole lot of music, but I do try to keep up with it and everything.
Right.
And I had actually picked "Shallow."
Okay.
That's the duet that Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper did for A Star Is Born.
Yeah. I'm the one that introduced you to that song.
Yeah.
Yep.
I picked Say Something, which was a collaboration between Justin Timberlake and Chris Stapleton.
I love that song.
And I had a hard one narrowing down because Greta Van Fleet, I feel like every song that they do,
Yeah.
it just takes me back.
Yeah.
I picked Black Smoke Rising for that.
So, since you did kind of like the rock kind of pop, well, you did one pop maybe, right?
Yeah, pop, yeah.
Well, mine, I have to go to my hip hop stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna give actually the whole Invasion of Privacy to Cardi B. Like her album Invasion of Privacy was.
You picked the whole album?
It's just
Well, then I'm gonna give Greta Van Fleet the whole
that's what I mean. I think every song on there is pretty good. It's catchy, and you know she pretty much dominated 2018.
Yeah.
I have to say. And then I'm gonna say Drake in My Feelings, and the only reason why is because that song gets stuck in your head, and you know you want to do the dance, and it's just one of those. And then the
I've
kids
yet
do
to
it.
do the dance.
And then Ariana Grande is another one too that I think came in running 2018. She came in with her album God is a Woman, Breathing, and you know I think that's my kind of pick for music.
Okay.
So.
All right. How about, we're going to get a little bit dark here.
Oh gosh.
Deaths.
Oh yeah.
Now, of course, this sucks because deaths, you can't. No one death is greater than another or worse. You know.
And there's so many to mention.
Well, and
it's
we're obviously just talking about celebrity deaths, people that everybody watching this and us would know. We're not counting anybody in personal lives, which unfortunately they don't get as much respect on social media and everything. So,
or even our fallen heroes.
Yeah.
You know, people like that obviously deserve more than anything.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
we're remembering all of them before we're remembering these, but
Right.
you know, because everybody's just as important.
Right.
But these are the ones that really stood out to us,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, I put obviously Stan Lee.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we did an episode about that.
Right.
I put Burt Reynolds.
Okay.
Because I mean, I grew up watching Burt Reynolds,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I put Penny Marshall
Mm-hmm.
because, and if you don't know who Penny Marshall was, she was Laverne from Laverne and Shirley.
Mm-hmm.
She died a few weeks ago, and I barely saw anything anywhere about it.
Yeah.
You know, it was kind of like, oh, who was she? You
Yeah.
know, but I knew who she was,
Yeah.
and I went, oh my God, nobody talked about it. You
Right.
know, so
Yeah.
I put those three.
Okay. Mine would have to be Anthony Bourdain, number one.
Right.
I mean, one of the best chefs, one of the most creative minds out there. The way he went to other countries and just showcased what these countries you wouldn't even think about, you know, and just bringing food into like a story, you know.
Yeah.
He was telling a story through food. Stanley, obviously, I just from
Yeah.
being with you for so long, and you grew to love the man, and you just cannot unsee that, you know. Like
Yeah.
I actually thought he was a robot. I think he would. I actually thought he was
Might
going to
be.
live forever.
He might be.
And then of course I would have to say the Queen, Aretha Franklin. Like I can't
Yeah.
believe that. Like her voice will forever live on.
Yep.
So those are my three.
So do you think that Dick Clark, Stan Lee, and I don't know, or somebody else that we thought was going to live forever? It's just a shame.
It
I
is.
don't know.
It's weird.
I don't know where I was going with that.
I don't know either.
We were going to do world events, but we didn't want to get into. I mean, there was so much.
There's so much turmoil and bad stuff going on that you kind of don't want to like get into that.
Nobody wants
But
to.
I will mention something happy that happened that everybody in the world watched was the royal wedding
Yeah,
to
I didn't watch
Harry to Meghan
not
Markle, the
everybody
U.S.
watched it. I didn't
actress.
watch it.
Oh my God, so many people watched it.
She looked beautiful.
She did.
He looked great.
Yeah,
You know.
U.S. actress marrying a prince. Like that's like a love story. You know. So those are mine.
Yeah, and I mean, if I have to say anything about world events, I would just put this out there. Everybody needs to chill the F out. On social media, I mean, I don't care what you're talking about politically,
Yeah.
but you know, the just blatant hate on both sides just needs to stop.
Yeah.
You know, it's not making anything better.
Right.
So tune into us, just ignore them. You know, it's just some
Anyway,
much better entertainment.
So what are things that for you for 2018 that was the best thing that happened to you or that you did or you know?
I gotta say, 2018 was very successful for me. I mean, I really enjoyed 2018. Everything that I did, I feel like I succeeded in. I fell a little bit behind in my writing a little bit, but I published 3 books this year. I published a short story, The Lost Day. I published my 11th, no, higher than that. I don't know, it's one of the double-digit number novels.
Ooh,
The Thirst of Cain was a novel I did. And a collaborative work with family called Summer Rain. It was a poetry book. For years, people have been asking me, when are you going to publish some of your poetry and
Yeah.
some of the song lyrics you did? And
Yeah.
I got some people involved, so.
Yeah. That's it?
They were my 3 standout ones.
Really?
I mean, I wasn't going to go on and on.
Really? That's it?
I did more, but I just
Okay,
picked 3.
I'm going to say first off, Super Bowl champions 2018. I
Yeah,
went
but
to the
no.
Philadelphia Eagles
Well,
parade.
yeah, that's true.
So that was my highlight and my experience that I will take with me forever. Because I was not going to go. And then people are like, if you don't go, you're going to regret it. And I did. And it was the best experience ever. So that was one of mine.
I thought you were just talking about like accomplishments. I didn't think you were
No,
talking about
I'm not done.
experience.
That was the
no,
experience.
no, you're not.
Accomplishments. I got to be part of Creed 2. So that's why
Yes.
it would say that.
And to backdate that a little bit, we've been huge fans of the Rocky franchise
yeah.
forever.
Oh, yeah.
So
I mean-
to have you in that, and Rocky 4 is one of
And
my favorite movies of all
My
time.
thing is, I actually got to meet the actors, and obviously you can't take photos with them and stuff like that, but
You spent more time with Sylvester Stallone
Yes.
in 1 week.
yeah,
than
it's
I
I actually
think I've
have
ever
to
spent
I
with
am
you in a
I
week.
do not in any means do not want to be an actress, but that was just something that came upon, and I was like, you know what, let me do it, and I did it, and I was there for a whole week. I was only supposed to be there for 2 days, but I have to say I have more respect, like a lot more respect now for actors and actresses, because they go through a lot.
Oh yeah.
Like I was there for 13, 16-hour days sometimes, and that was just background people, like extras. So and I got to go to LA to Home and Family on Hallmark Channel. I taped a segment there. So that was a crazy,
That was really cool.
whirlwind thing. And then finally, I know it's only supposed to be 3.
No, it's fine.
But one more is he got me the best gift ever, and that was from Ancestry.
Oh, I thought you meant me.
Well, I've
I
been
am-
with you. But no, he got me the Ancestry DNA thing, and that was like the best thing ever. Like just to find out like your roots, like who you are, because you always hear these stories like, oh, I'm 50% this, or I'm 25% this, and you don't actually know until you do that. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, you
and
had some
thank you.
surprises. You're welcome.
So
You had some surprises in yours.
Yeah.
I was totally shocked by some of
Yeah.
it. So
I'm very European. So
yeah, well, and we kind of assumed that,
Right.
but more in some places and less in other places
Yeah.
than you thought.
Yeah.
So if you follow her on social media, you know what we're talking
Yeah.
about. It's pretty cool.
But that was just my highlighting, like
Yeah.
my 2018 accomplishments, and because I feel like the parade isn't an accomplishment, but it's something on the bucket list that a
Yeah, I
Philadelphia
mean-
Eagles fan,
Yeah,
like
it was cool, especially
So.
since we were hungry for it for so long.
yeah, and we're gonna win again this year. So
Well, it's going to be a tough uphill battle, but we can do it. So, we talked about everything in 2018. We want to know what everybody else's picks were for 2018: music, movies, things that you did that you accomplished. And feel free to hit us up. We'll share the links if you want to share your business
Yeah.
adventures and stuff like that.
and don't forget to enter the contest.
Yes, the contest. Again, we want you to design a new logo for us. And if you haven't seen our logo, it's in the beginning of every episode. It changes every season we do
Yeah.
it. But
It could be the two of us as
do a
Cartoon
caricature,
people.
you do anything that
Yeah.
has to do with thinksipwrite.
yeah,
Just,
that would be really cool. I
if
can't
you have
wait.
any questions, feel free to ask.
Yeah.
And anything for 2019 that you got in the works that you can share, or you want to... No?
I just go with the flow.
You're not sharing. You do have stuff in the works. You're just
Yeah,
not sharing.
no.
Okay.
You don't say anything until it's actually,
That is true. That is true.
I'm very superstitious like that.
We will be very active on social media in
Oh.
2019.
Okay.
And we will always keep up on this as often as we can.
Yeah.
So. All right.
All right.
Well, with that, the season finale, end of season 3. We'll cheers to that. Happy New Year.
Happy New
Have a
Year.
safe New Year.
I'm already
And
empty.
you're out, so I'm not even gonna clink with you.
No, but clink.
Good, man.
Still good luck.
Cheers.
Cheers.